The boy asked his mother to put her arm through the strap. Then she continued weaving. Although it eased the pain in her arm, her weaving speed slowed down. Years of weaving had left his mother's arm in constant pain, so the boy kept trying to find a way to reduce her burden. Until he grew up, he suddenly realized while fixing a bicycle chain that the pedal needed very little strength to make the wheel move forward. An idea was born in his mind. A few days later, he used 2 wheels and several broken wooden boards to build the first model of a weaving machine. The neighbors saw it and laughed at him. Even his parents did not understand him and told him to get married early so his wife could help his mother weave. The sweetness of married life made him forget about the weaving machine, but only 6 months later, his wife's arm hurt so badly that she could barely lift it. The man felt sorry for his wife. He decided to continue working on the machine. His wife fully supported him and even took out her savings. The man devoted all his energy to the research and told no one about it. A few months later, he called his family to witness the machine. He confidently turned on the power, but only a few seconds later, the motor suddenly exploded. The machine he had built with high-interest loans completely failed. He had believed the weaving machine could help him repay his debts, but now the creditors forced him to sell his house. His father called him a failure. Even his kind mother was disappointed in him. That night, he walked alone to the river. Pain and despair almost took away his courage to face life. It was not until the next morning that he returned home. His wife did not blame him. Instead, she took out her jewelry to help him repay the debts. The next day, they decided to move to the city. The man made money by pulling a cart and carrying passengers. 1 year later, the man returned to his hometown with his wife and child. He wanted to take the machine back and keep researching, but his father firmly opposed it. He even poured gasoline on the machine and burned it completely. Only his wife told him not to give up. The man also realized that a wooden machine could never succeed, so he decided to rebuild it with steel. During the day, he worked hard to earn money. At night, he studied the machine. His hands were often covered with cuts and wounds. Finally, in the second year, he built the second weaving machine, but after looking at it, his wife said something was wrong. The weaving path should have been shaped like a figure 8, not a circle. The man almost broke down after hearing this. He angrily took the machine apart and sold it as scrap. But the next day, the man suddenly realized that only a small cylinder could guide the thread into a figure 8 path. He immediately rushed to the scrapyard and bought back all the parts. After constant improvements, the weaving machine was finally completed. He transported the machine back to his hometown. The neighbors who had once mocked him all came to watch. The man confidently pressed the switch, but the machine did not respond. He calmly took apart the motor and discovered it was only an aging circuit. He quickly repaired it. The weaving machine began running smoothly. His years of hard work had finally paid off, changing the era of hand weaving in India.